What's going on, guys? Your boy Red Pill Canuck back again with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Canuck Squad for being involved and being active on this YouTube channel. And happy Friday to everybody. Woohoo! It's Friday. It's Friday night. I just got paid. Woo! Actually, wait, no, it's not payday yet. Oh, no. But you know what? Some of y'all broke today. Yep. Money doesn't go as far as it used to. Does it? Nope, not really. But anyway, shout out to you guys. Happy Friday. We again are simultaneously streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Twitch and shout out to everybody on YouTube. How y'all doing this beautiful Friday morning? I'm just playing. But again, happy Friday to y'all. Again, as I said, we are simultaneously streaming on Twitch and YouTube. And today's show is sponsored by the like button. Make sure you hit that like button so that way this message can go further out into the YouTube and Twitch airwaves. And also, today's show is sponsored by the Red Pill Canucks Quick Hits channel. We are at lucky number 888. Woohoo! Shout out to all my Asians out there. And my Asian ladies. Y'all know your boy got that yellow fever. But actually, in the Asian culture, 888 is actually a very lucky number. Actually, a little bit of a food for thought here, or a quick... is that what they call a food for thought? Well, a little bit of... I forgot what they call it, but anyway... the number 8 is actually very, it's a very lucky number in the Asian community. 4s are not that good. So, if you actually go into in parts of Asian community, you won't see 4s. Or actually even Asian developers that actually develop, say, condominiums or apartment buildings. They don't have 4 in their numbers. I find it quite interesting, actually. And I actually went into an Asian community once before. Me and my friend went for some pho. By the way, shout out to pho. Pho is well, some Western people call it pho, but actually it's pronounced pho. Pho. Like you're going to swear. Pho. Really good, very healthy. But anyway, again, I got off track. It's going to be one of these shows. Your boy's in a good mood today. But But yeah, we're going to be hurting a lot of feelings today, and we're going to be getting down and dirty with the truth. As you can see, we actually have the viewer discretion up very early because it's going to be one of those shows. But again, today's show is sponsored by the Red Pill Canuck Quick Hits channel. We are almost at monetization level, so thank you for all the support and all the love I've been getting on the channel. Getting a lot of views, getting a lot of good feedback, and getting a lot of subscribers. So keep it going. Let's keep it moving. We're almost there. And yeah, so shout out to you guys. So today's topic is going to be one of those topics. So we're actually going to put the topic on the screen. Today's topic: has the media pushed too far this time with its agenda? Now you're probably all wondering, Mr. Canuck, what agenda are you talking about? Well, as you see from the thumbnail, we are talking about body positivity. And I'm pretty sure we've all heard about the body positivity movement because it's been technically, how can I say this lightly? It's been crammed down our throats. Yep, I said it. It's literally crammed down our throats.
How dare you?
But here's the thing, though. And we're going to get, like I said, we're going to get down real hard, pause, because there has been a lot of research that has been put in today's show. I had to comb through a lot of BS, a lot of misinformation, and a lot of crap in order to get to the actual truth about this movement. So, yes, guys, it is definitely going to be one of them shows. A lot of feelings may be hurt. And there may be a lot of how dare yous. Oh, yes. But who's to blame? We're also going to get into that as well. So, we're going to put the disclaimer up just to be safe here. Viewer discretion is advised. You have decided to watch this show and click on my cute face and listen to my very seductive voice. We promote no hate or harm here on this channel. No hate, no harm of your life choices, of your sex, your gender, your creed, your financial situation, or how you designate yourself. You designate yourself a male, a female, or if you designate yourself as a tree. We embrace you all here at the Red Pill Canuck channel. And today's show, definitely, we're going to have the disclaimer scrolling up probably pretty much through the whole show. So, we're going to get into this topic head on, and we're going to go through the brief history, because you guys probably are wondering, okay, body positivity, yes, we all know about it. We heard about it. But do you guys really know what the actual movement started as? So we're going to get into the history here. So body positivity, what is body positivity? So we're going to go to the actual brief history. Body positivity has its roots in the fat acceptance movement of the late 1960s. Fat acceptance focuses on ending the culture of fat shaming and discrimination against people based on their size or body weight. Okay, sounds okay so far. The National Association of Fat Acceptance was first established in 1969. I'm sorry, I had to. It was too easy. Listen, I'm trying to lighten up the mood before I go serious and hard. Pause. Anyway, and continues to work to change how people talk about weight. The term body positive emerged in 1996 when a psychotherapist and an individual who had been through a treatment for an eating disorder founded the website bodypositive.org. I'll let you guys go and visit that website. I'm not going to pull it up because it's pretty much, it shows a lot of information about body positivity and whatnot. You guys can research that on your own. The site offers resources and educational materials designed to help people feel good about their bodies and taking the focus off losing weight through unhealthy diets and exercise efforts. Okay, I can get on board with that. So again, and this doesn't even have to do with overweight individuals. There's actually some people who are actually at their required weight who go through unhealthy diets, bulimia and whatnot. So continuing. The body positivity movement in its current form began to emerge around 2012. Initially focusing on challenging unrealistic feminine body standards. As the movement grew in popularity, the original focus on acceptance of weight began to shift towards a message that all bodies are beautiful. Now I'm getting to it here. So, all bodies are beautiful. Okay. I understand what they're trying to say here, and I understand what they're trying to get across, but not all bodies are beautiful. So I have to disagree with that just a little bit. But you'll understand what my comment is further as we move along. While body positivity has become increasingly popular, people continue to be confused about exactly what it means. Part of the reason why body positivity is misunderstood is due to the fact that there is so many different definitions of what the movement means. And here's the thing. Depending on who you ask, body positivity can mean appreciating your body in spite of flaws. Okay? Feeling confident about your body. Questionable, but okay. Loving yourself. Okay, I can get on board with that. Accepting your body shape and size. Again, a little questionable, but okay, we'll give it. We'll give it. Body positivity also means enjoying the body that you have and not beating yourself up over changes that happen naturally due to aging, pregnancy, or life choices. Okay, aging, I understand because you can't control it. And again, over changes that happen naturally. But aging, yes, I understand. Pregnancy, I understand because there's baby weight. Life choices, however, that's where I kind of have to question it, because life choices, as in not eating properly, having a poor diet, or deciding not to exercise, that could also be counting as life choices. I don't agree with that. But anyway, we'll be fair here. It's going to be one of these videos, guys. It's going to be one of these videos, so buckle up. This is an education show today, so ladies, gentlemen, we're having a fair ground here, so we are not only going against women today, we are also going against men, because some of you fellas with your dad bods out there, yeah, I'm talking to you guys, and I know you guys are listening. We're talking about you today too. So anyway, Instagram played a pivotal role in the rise of body positivity movement. In recent years, a number of magazines companies have incorporated efforts to be more body positive in their publication and marketing efforts. Yep, we be talking about the media. But you know what? It's innocent right now. It's innocent right now. And I think actually Dove had a promotion, I think it was years ago, or a slogan that was, what was it? Love the skin that you're in. Which I understand. You know what? We all have different shapes and sizes, and, you know, round is a shape. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, Dove got involved. I understand. I understood what their marketing campaign was, and yeah, I was on board with it, you know, because again, everybody's different. So I'll be fair here. Okay, some magazines have stopped airbrushing models, while companies, including Dove, have developed marketing campaigns. Okay, perfect. Okay, now let's get into the reason for body positivity. One of the major goals of body positivity is to address some of the ways that the body images influences mental health and well-being. Okay, I can get on board with that. Having a healthy body image plays a role in how people feel about their appearance and even how people judge their self-worth. Now, do me a favor, guys, and I'll wait. Look in the mirror at yourself and tell me if you're happy about what you see. No, I'm serious. I'll wait. This is going to be one of those shows. It's going to be quite long, pause. So look in the mirror and tell me if you're happy at what you see. We're all not happy about what we see. There's always going to be something that we do not like, which is normal, which obviously does play a role on your mental health and your well-being. So I understand this movement here, this part of the movement here. Research suggests that having a negative body image is associated with increased rate in some mental conditions, including depression and eating disorders, which I understand. I understand that. Okay. Body image refers to a person's subjective perception of their own body, which may be different from how their body actually appears. Feelings, thoughts, and behaviors related to body image can have a major impact on your mental health and how you treat yourself. The formation of body image starts in early life. Unfortunately, even young children may suffer from body dissatisfaction. A report published by Common Sense Media found that more than 50% of girls and nearly 33% of boys between the ages of 6 and 8 felt that their ideal body weight was less than their current weight. Results also reveal that 25% of kids have tried some sort of dieting behavior by the age of 7. And here's the thing too as well. Problems that can emerge as a result of poor body image includes depression, low self-esteem, and eating disorder. Now here's the thing, and ladies, listen to this. Women experience depression at much higher rates than men do. And some research believe that body dissatisfaction may play an important role in explaining why gender differences in depression rates. And again, self-esteem, which actually is associated with depression. Researchers found that body dissatisfaction is associated with poor self-esteem in adolescents, regardless of their age, ethnicity, and their socioeconomic status. Okay. And of course, eating disorder, again, it has to do with people's, poor dieting practices. So, where is it? There was actually one thing here I wanted to show as well. And this is what I actually wanted to put across. There's actually something called body neutrality. It's okay to admit that you don't necessarily love everything about your body. Now, you remember a few minutes ago, I told you to look in the mirror and if you were happy about what you saw. Probably some of you said, yes, you know what? I'm hot stuff, I'm damn good, and I'm damn sexy. Woohoo! And probably some of you said, my my ears are too big or my nose too pointy or whatever. It's okay to admit that you don't necessarily love everything about your body. It's okay to feel neutral or even indifferent about your body. Your worth and value do not lie in your shape or your size or any other aspect of your appearance. Body image does not play a part in self-concept, but it is in everything. None of these things are easy. They are continual effort, and most cases, it's not something you can perfectly achieve. There will be moments when you feel weak and you dislike yourself and compare yourself to others. The key is to keep finding new ways to avoid negative thoughts and patterns to contribute to your poor self-image. So basically, the whole concept of body neutrality is accepting. So it's acceptance. So you're accepting what you don't like about yourself. Now, we're actually going to go in further into the stream. We're actually going to compare the difference between body positivity and body neutrality. Now, so far, the concept of body positivity, the original message, I don't see anything wrong with it. This is actually what it began as. And there's actually a little clip here, 4 ways to be more body positive. And one of them actually is eating healthy foods because it's good for your body. Now, with the narrative of body positivity nowadays, you don't see this anywhere. But we're going to get into that. We're definitely going to get into that. So next thing I want to look into is try health-focused self-care. So self-care can sometimes masquerade in ways that change control of your appearance, but self-care should focus on doing things that make you feel good about your body that you have now. Show respect for your body. And I'm going to say that again. Show respect for your body. That means respecting yourself. Respect who you are. Respect your image, how you portray yourself. Eat healthy meals because it fuels your mind and body. Exercise because it helps you feel strong and energized, not because you're trying to change or control your body. So this basically right here is mentioning about making healthy choices, eating well, respecting the way you look, and respecting the way people will see you in society. Now, the sad thing is, the way this movement is, and we are going to point it out later on in this stream, that's not the case. Now, getting into the next article here. What to know about the body positivity movement. And we're going to go in comparing body positivity versus body neutrality. Now, again, with body positivity and body neutrality have different focuses. Whereas the former emphasis that all bodies are beautiful regardless of their appearance, the latter emphasize a neutral feeling. Neither positivity nor negativity towards your body. It encourages a person to concentrate on how their body serves them rather than how it looks. Again, emphasizing better eating habits, taking care of yourself, dressing well. Y'all ain't dressing well anymore. As with body positivity, body neutrality challenges traditional beauty standards. However, unlike body positivity, it counters the view that an individual value stems from their appearance. It instead places no value on appearance. Quite interesting, isn't it? In other words, body neutrality takes the focus off appearance and puts it on the body function. It also acknowledges the fact that a person will not always feel good about their body. The constant pressure on a person to feel positive about their body can be frustrating, especially as bodily changes due to factors that they cannot control, such as aging. Again, aging you can't control. Whatever Mother Nature gives, Father Time takes away. And no matter how much surgery you do, you're still gonna get old. Yeah, we're giving the harsh truth today, guys. Proponents to body neutrality says that placing a body's value on what it does rather than what it appears promotes healthier attitudes and better self-esteem, which is true. Because when you look in the mirror and you like what you see, you feel better about yourself. It's a common fact. Now, goals of this movement. The body positivity movement seeks to depart from dominant social ideals of beauty and embrace different views. It also strives for inclusivity because it makes the concept of beauty much more extensive, including ranges of bodies. Ultimate goals involves promoting acceptance for different bodies and appreciating their differences. Okay, I understand that. But here's the thing. There are drawbacks. There are definite drawbacks. And I'm glad this is actually brought up here. Despite the movement having potential for good, people have criticized it for potential drawbacks. These include health concerns. Yep. Promoting positive body image is generally a good thing. In fact, researchers have shown that body image is closely linked to mental health and weight management, which is actually true. Because if you see yourself again and you don't like what you see, you hit the gym, you eat better, then you feel better about yourself, which affects your mental health and, again, your weight management. However, critics argue that body positivity movement ignores health risks associated with carrying excess body weight. Now, let me get into that excess body weight. So, me personally, I ride an electric scooter. I use it for transportation. I love it. And obviously, it gets me from A to B. Now, I'm going to give y'all an example here. So, with my electric scooter, it has a top speed, and it also has how much weight it can handle. So, the top speed, I believe, is like 30 kilometers an hour. And again, the top speed depends on how much you weigh. So, just because, I'll give you an example. So, if you're an ironing board, if you're a chopstick, flat-backed from the front and the back, and can be folded up like a lawn chair, you go on that scooter, you're going top speed. You're flying, baby. You're definitely flying. But, obviously, the more you weigh, the slower it's gonna go. Now, the thing is, and I'm actually going somewhere with this example because according to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, obesity rises in a person's chances of getting diabetes, high blood pressure, joint conditions, breathing problems such as asthma and gallbladder disease. Now, joint conditions. Now, back to my example with the scooter. So, the scooter has a front motor. So, the more you ride it, the more strain it's putting on the scooter. It's putting on the motor. So, just think of the motor as your organs, your body, your actual internal organs. Now, with the excess weight that you are carrying, you are putting more pressure on that motor, aka your organs. Eventually, your organs are going to have too much pressure and start to shut down. This is fact, guys, because obviously carrying excess weight puts pressure on all your other organs, and a lot of people don't realize that. You have people walking around knock-kneed and with posture problems because they're carrying all that excess weight. Now again, with my scooter example, when you have all that weight on that motor, aka your internal organs, it's gonna put so much pressure on that part of your body that it's gonna start shutting down. And it's gonna start bringing up even more problems. Again, diabetes, high blood pressure, joint conditions, breathing problems, and gallbladder disease. Now here's the thing, which I actually found very interesting in regards to pulp culture. Instagram depicts the influence of popular culture on body image. Users upload photos mostly of themselves and interact with other posts by commenting, liking, sharing. So if you all know we all know what Instagram is, it's social media. And if you don't know what Instagram is, then I feel sorry for you. Anyway, continuing. In an attempt to get likes and increasing their popularity, users frequently post idolized versions of themselves with touched up images, although this contracts the alto of body positivity. Photoshopped images are prevalent in the community. So y'all talking about body positivity and loving the skin that you're in, yet y'all putting up filters to make yourselves look better. Doesn't that kind of contradict what the actual movement is? Anyway, continuing. So a body positivity movement, despite conventional and unrealistic beauty standards, instead it promotes the idea of all body types are beautiful and deserve acceptance. Okay, I agree with that to a point. The goal is to help people improve their body and self-esteem, or body image and self-esteem. Despite its potential for good, body positivity has some drawbacks. It precludes a focus on appearance and has fallen short of inclusivity goal and may support some unhealthy lifestyle habits. Again, not eating properly, not getting exercise. Now, I understand the whole, again, in the beginning, what body positivity, its goal was. It was to prevent people from harming themselves, from becoming bulimic, and basically, helping them make better health choices. I understand that. But somewhere along the way, we become a little bit askewed. Now, who do we have to blame for that? Y'all probably wondering. Is it women? Because actually, women are the ones that actually are most affected by this. Or is it the media? Who's really pushing this? But we're going to get into it. Don't worry. We're going to answer it. Again, it's one of these shows. We're going to speak truth today, but also we're going to educate. So don't hate so quickly. Don't throw stuff at me right now. Because I have evidence. I have idle evidence here today. I came packing heat. And it took, again, a lot of research in order to find a lot of these ideologies and a lot of these articles to find out and get down to what really this concept is, because I think it does have a lot of misconceptions, which is causing a lot of misinformation, and it is leading people in the wrong direction. Next article. Now this actually is from Forbes magazine. Good old Forbes. Okay, what happened to my article? Why is my article acting weird? Okay, there we go. The body positivity movement encourages inclusion, not obesity.
Bruh.
Yep, not obesity. Let's get into what they're talking about here. The term body positivity has gotten some extra attention in the past few years. It's a movement that promotes acceptance for all body types regardless of shape, skin tone. Okay, we got into that earlier. Proponents focus less on physical appearance and more on the overall health of the human body. Still remains misconceptions on what body positivity means and its true impact. For example, in the scientific journal, Obesity published an article in 2020 suggesting the body positivity movement is contributing to being obese. Then, of course, mainstream media picked it up and they kind of did whatever they did to it. So again, what does it actually mean? Whether it's social media or images we see in the media, perfection is set high. Perfection is set high regarding how you look at your body. In fact, the study from 2016 found that even brief exposure to media messages portray ideal physique is linked to increased body image concerns and increased eating disorder and symptoms. Okay, so basically comparing yourself to others, which is normal, it actually led to eating disorders. Okay, I agree with that. Same research also found that body dissatisfaction is associated with poor self-esteem in adolescents regarding of their age. Okay, we actually covered that in the last article. Now, including more representation in healthy bodies. Women tend to experience depression at higher rates, more than men. It should come to no surprise that some researchers believe that body dissatisfaction may play an important role in explaining this gender difference and the depression rates. Now, we were talking about something very interesting. We were talking about obesity. Now, there was actually two articles that actually was from a from Abercrombie. So, same retailer, but there was two articles actually I found very interesting. And I'm actually going to get into the first one here. And we're going to have to reload this. Now, this article I found extremely interesting. What to know about obesity. 7 things to know. So, of course, we're going to get into the article, but we're going to have our little ad here. And, of course, we are definitely going to have to post our fair use as usual. So, fair use. Expert to copyrighted material may circumstance be quoted verbatim for the purpose of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and yada yada yada, without the payment or permission from the copyright holder. Okay, we're all set to go there. So, fair use, Newsweek, fair use. So let's get into the video here, but we're gonna have to kind of skip over this out. There we go. Actually, it was already starting. Okay. So being obese is different than being overweight, which is actually true. It is a very common misconception because people think it's actually the same. But let's continue here. Obesity means having too much body fat, which is different than being overweight. which means weighing too much. So which means weighing too much. The Center of Disease Control defines obesity as a weight that is 30 or higher on the body mass index, so the BMI. So basically when you actually go to the doctor, and you know how they make you step on the scale, and how they also they test your height and whatever, based on the BMI, and again, I'm not a doctor and a medical professional, this is just my opinion, my assessment. Well, not assessment, but it's my opinion. Based on your BMI, they can actually tell you if you are overweight or if you're actually the right weight for your height. That's how they compare it. Anyway, continuing. Overweight people have a BMI of over 25, but under 30. Of course, obesity is on the rise. Since 2000, the rate of obese adults in the U.S. have increased by about 30%. 30%. Wow. 30%. Now, I seen y'all's fast food places. The drinks that they have there, their small is our extra large. And if you actually go to Circle K or 7-Eleven, depending on what part of the US you go to, they actually have a bucket size of pop. And I'm telling you, this size will not even fit in your cup holder.
Bruh.
It's huge. You would never see it here in Canada, but in the US, it's standard. Even their burgers, like I actually visited the US a few years ago. I haven't, obviously, because of C-19, and we all know what happened there. But I used to travel there, and the difference between the food and even the food quality is extremely different compared to here in Canada. The burgers are bigger, the portions are bigger, so this is no surprise that it increased by 30%. Let's continue. 40% of adults are considered obese. That is almost half your population, ladies and gentlemen. Almost half your population. So that means that 60% is probably overweight. No, I'm just playing. But 40% is it's a ridiculous number. It is, in my opinion, is unacceptable. Because, and let me go full screen for a second here. And I think I know the reason why it has actually gotten that high. And bear with me, because I'm actually going for a very important point. See, we have way too much access to food. We have way too much access. We have way too much convenience. Now, I'm going to give you an example. I was on my way home today, and I was passing by good old Timmy's. Shout out to Timmy's. Me personally, I'm more of a Starbucks guy, but anyway, it's neither here or there. Timmy's getting a free shout out today. So, I was passing by a Tim Hortons on the way home. The lineup was huge. Huge. Now, the thing is, y'all complaining about your gas prices and how much the cost of living has gone up. But y'all lining up, wasting gas, just waiting for that donut and that coffee. Instead of going into the store and getting it and getting a little bit of exercise as soon as you wake up in the morning. Which I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised why, again, it's 40%. Sad, but true. Continuing. And the epidemic affects over 90 million Americans. And of course, obesity is a major health risk. Studies have found excessive weight increases a person's risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes. So the other goal we just had regular diabetes. We have type 2 here. High blood pressure, stroke, breathing problems, and at least 30 types of cancer. 13 types of cancer. Continuing. Obesity affects children. 19% of adults are U.S. obese. And I'm not surprised that kids are also obese as well. And let me go back a little bit. I'm going to go back a little bit because this part actually went too fast. So we're going to go right here. Obesity affects children as well as adults, which is very true because, and parents, y'all parents out there, I'm not a parent, so I actually have more of a reasonable opinion because I'm basically an observer. I'm a person of habit. I like to people watch. I like to observe. I study. I'm basically into human studies, but I ain't into no student loan debt. And I didn't have to go 4 years to school either. By the way, that's actually a hidden joke. If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, check out my previous stream that was on Money Monday. But that being said, children watch what adults do. If your U.S. parents are eating poorly, what do you think the child is going to do? You don't think the child's going to copy you? And here's the funny thing too. And this, I'm going to go full screen again because I'm going hard today. The problem with you parents today, and I understand we all have busy lives, but y'all parents are not feeding your kids properly. I remember back in the day where kids used to eat vegetables. Of course, you would have kids crying and complaining, I don't want to eat broccoli. Me personally, I actually like broccoli. But that's neither here or there. But y'all were feeding your kids a lot healthier. But you guys are so busy with your lives now. Y'all feeding your kids microwave dinners, Dino chicken nuggets, Tombstone pizza, and all this fast food. So why do you think that kids are also getting affected? Because y'all being too lazy to take the time to cook a meal. And again, back to my example with Timmy's. Y'all would wait in line to get a meal. Waste time there, waste gas, when the same time you could have did of cooking a healthy meal, which 1, you know what the ingredients are, 2, you know how it's cooked, and 3, you can actually cook something healthier that benefits you and your children. But y'all don't do that, do you? Anyway, let's continue. Now, this number has risen tenfold from 1975 to 2016. Now, the reason for that, and work with me here, and I mentioned it earlier, we have too much access to food. Now, back in 1975, we didn't have food delivery service. Y'all had to get off your ASS, go to the grocery store, and shop, and cook a meal or y'all starve to death. Now, if you're hungry at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can go on your phone and order pretty much anything you want. But here's the thing, though, and I found this very, very interesting. I actually mentioned this in one of my previous videos. Look on your food delivery app at, say, 6 p.m. You'll see a lot of options on there. And probably you'll see a little bit healthy choices. But ironically, the healthy choices are more expensive than... Okay, I'll give you an example. There's actually this salad place that's actually on there. And I know the salad place, I know one of the owners personally. And the salad is actually very fresh. It's organic. It's all good for you. Their price is actually more expensive than, say, an 8-piece chicken meal at a... I'm not going to name the name, but he was the Sailor Man. And you guys probably know what I'm talking about now. But here's the thing. If you go on that same app after 11 o'clock, you ain't going to find no healthy choices whatsoever. Now, getting back to my previous example with the salad and the chicken. The salad is a little bit more expensive. But in your mind, and some of y'all's minds, you figure, I can actually get a better deal with the chicken. It's more affordable. So I'm going to go and eat that damn chicken. And forget about the healthy choice, which is the salad. Now, who knows if that's actually a trick on the mind? That's neither here or there, and I'm not going to comment. But we all know which direction I'm going. But back to the actual interesting thing I saw when you actually go on there after 11. You do not see any healthy choices on there. You're going to see McDonald's, Burger Ing, or Eyes. Or sometimes you're going to see Ut. Now, of course, I'm saving these names so that way, just in case, because you never know who'll be watching. But the point is, you don't see no healthy choices on there after 11 o'clock. Because technically, and if you actually, there's actually a diet, it's called intermittent fasting. So, you're not supposed to eat food after a certain hour, especially when you're going to bed. So, they know. And who is they? Oh, they are they. They are them. They are it. They know that people who are going to make unhealthy choices are going to be up at that hour. So they know no people are going to be looking for salads or anything healthy at that hour. So of course they're going to put all the junk and y'all going to be buying it. Now that being said, we have way too much access to food. Again, 1975, we didn't have all these food delivery services. We didn't have all this quote-unquote convenience. We didn't have all these drive-thrus. Yes, we did have drive-thrus. But we didn't have all this easy access to drive-thrus in order to get food. We used to eat when we were hungry. But now, we just eat for the sake of eating. We have way too much access to food. We used to eat when we were hungry. So I'm not surprised it rose tenfold. Sometimes convenience. Sometimes it equals laziness. So I'm not surprised. Continuing. But of course, obese people are not lazy. The social stigma of weight gain has led to publics to believe. Obese people are simply too lazy or too weak to control their weight. Okay. Culture, genetics, and socioeconomic status have played a role in obesity in addition to overeating. Again, overeating. See? I predicted that. Overeating. Again, eating just for the sake of eating, not because you're hungry. Just to eat. Okay, so it actually, they're saying that it has more than exercise. It should be more than exercise. Now, weight loss medications, I really don't agree on because, again, I'm not a medical professional, but it is to be said that it does put unnecessary pressure on your other organs. So, even though you may be losing the weight, you don't know how much pressure because it's unnatural for that amount of medication to be in your system. And again, other organs may suffer, such as your liver, such as, other parts that are in there. So I don't agree with the medication part. I agree with the exercise though. And also a weight loss plan may help to control appetite, which is actually true. Again, I was talking about intermittent fasting. I've actually done it, and I sometimes even several times a week, me personally, I would have a veggie night. So I would kind of detox myself from meat because, again, you have all them hormones in there. And, of course, who knows what else is in there. But, yeah, I usually detox myself a little bit, so I have a veggie night. So, again, a proper weight loss plan I do agree with as well. And improve eating behavior. So not them potato chips, not them frozen pizzas, Dino chicken nuggets, Mickey D's, and all them other stuff. So basically, overall healthy eating, which they were talking about originally what the whole body positivity movement meant. And slow progressive to a weight loss and regain. Surgery, they're saying it's an effective long-term solution. I don't believe in surgery either because I don't believe it's natural. Again, it may have long-term side effects that we don't know about. So I don't agree with that part. Especially with those with medical problems like diabetes. Treating obesity requires emotional support. Okay, I agree with that. Okay. Counseling. Y'all know what my stance is on counseling. But in this case, with counseling support groups, you may have other people who are experiencing the same thing. I'll let it slide. Okay, I'll let it go. I'll be on board with that. Treatment of obesity. Emotional support can also be necessary. Again, it goes with the counseling. And to implement real lifestyle changes. So basically, obviously, she's working out there. So I found this actually very interesting because it did conquer the topic of...
When you're building a business, it kind of grows...
Wow, how did you sneak in there? Seriously, I disabled your ass and you just snuck in. Good old dad. So, now, Abercrombie decided to do something. And I understand they were trying to get on the body positivity wagon. Now, again, body positivity had a different meaning when it first started. And then again, we had body neutrality. But then, of course, good old Abercrombie decided to go on the bandwagon and post something like this. Now, if y'all know about Abercrombie and Finch, they actually used to they used to post up the ideal individual. We're talking about, well, six-pack and, flat-backed Kaylee's and whatnot. So basically, quote-unquote, beautiful people. That's what their term is. I'm using their term. Don't come after me. I'm just saying what they say. But they decided to post up this. And the reason why I have a problem with this, and actually I was not the only one, but we're going to read the article first, and then I'm going to get into what I'm trying to get at. A consumer-generated image of a plus-sized woman posted on Abercrombie & Fitch social media account inaugurated a debate whether the retailer company was normalizing obesity and unhealthy eating habits in the name of body diversity and inclusion. The image, initially posted last week on the company's official Instagram account, went viral over the weekend, and Twitter commenters offering overwhelming negative reactions. The new Abercrombie & Fitch ad just dropped. The season that is featuring diabetes and heart attacks, tweeted one user. She has a pretty face. Too bad society told her not only was it to look healthy, but it was also brave and empowering, another wrote. Okay, anyway. So the company said that the image was not an ad. Abercrombie often tags their customers on social media, and we love to celebrate them and reposting. So they're trying to basically shuffle here and saying that it's not them, but we all can agree that's their check mark. And that's on their page. So of course they were trying to shuffle and try to get out of it because they realized it wasn't a smart move. Now, the reason I actually have an issue with this is not because she's overweight. It has nothing to do with it. Because if we looked in our beginning article here, and it actually said, where is it? They were talking about respecting your body. Respecting. I'm just trying to find it for all the latecomers here, so y'all don't think that I'm talking smoke. Now, where is it? Give me 1 second here. I'm just going to find it here. What even says here, self-worth. So, where is it? Appearance. Where is it? I was here earlier. And anyway, you guys all saw it here, and I did highlight it. So basically, they were talking about respect your body. Respecting it. How the heck is this respecting your body? Now, if you were to look yourself in the mirror here, dress like this. Imagine you're this person here. And I'm not trying to fat shame. I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm trying to raise a point. If you looked yourself in the mirror like this, do you think you would respect yourself and have a high self-esteem of yourself? I'll wait. Of course not. Of course not. Because obviously it would lead to depression and low self-esteem. And eventually it would so basically it would actually start this cycle here. So it has nothing to do with shaming somebody. It has to do with respecting your body. Showing respect for your body. That's what the movement, the body positivity movement, its initial plan was. How people see you and how you respect your body. You show your body respect. You exercise. You dress well. Because basically your body is who you are. It's who you portray to the world. that this is me, this is how I feel about myself, and this is who I am. Now, the problem with the movement now, and because of media, or is it women? Well, I haven't decided yet, but actually I've decided, but I'll let you guys know what I'm talking about. What has happened is that this initial message about body positivity has been warped to depict a different message. Now, it's not about loving yourself. It's basically about accepting and giving up. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of smack about that. I know I'm going to get probably a lot of dislikes or a lot of sneers and whatnot. But it's true. Back in the day, and especially with this message, where it even says here, love your body. You love your body. You take care of it. You respect it. How is that respect? How is it? How is this respecting yourself? It's not. It's not. Now, here's a few other posts that they posted up. Now, I'm going to point something out here. Now, you have her here. We already seen her. But we also have this sister here. Now, she's looking conservative. But look at the difference. Yes, she is heavyset. Some people may consider overweight. And, of course, some of y'all may smash. Not me personally. But some of y'all may smash. But what I'm trying to get across here is that this sister here, look at the confidence in her face. Yes, she may be heavyset. You all might find her overweight. But she's smiling. She's confident in herself. She feels good about herself. Her self-esteem is probably through the roof. She values herself. Why? Because you could tell in the way she's dressed. She's dressed elegantly, professional. So, of course, you're going to be treated differently than compared to this person here. She looked like she just woke up out of bed. And you had this other girl here with the flower dress here. I can't tell if she's overweight or not because the picture's too small. But again, she's dressed conservative. She's smiling. She's has a high value of herself, high self-esteem. She's good. She thinks well of herself. Then you have this Asian here. I don't know if she's overweight, but hello. Konnichiwa. Holler at your boy. Listen, I can't help it sometimes, okay? I can't help it. Anyway, but again, I can't tell if she's overweight. She doesn't look like she is, but again, she's dressed elegant. She looks like she has a high value of herself. So that's basically what it is. So the whole body positivity concept and even body neutrality was thinking good about yourself and focusing on stuff that you can change and not focusing on stuff you cannot. Again, can't focus on, you can't stop aging. If you get pregnant, the baby weight, sometimes it can't come off. You can't control that. So the whole concept of this movement was don't stress on things you can't change, yet focus on things that you can change. Again, here it is right here, and I found it. Show respect for your body. And I'm going to say it again, and it's highlighted right there. Show respect for your body. Eat healthy meals because it fuels your mind and body. Exercise because it helps you feel strong and energized. Not because you're trying to change or control your body. But the main focus is respect your body. Is this respecting your body? Now again, it's not because she's overweight. It's because look what she's wearing. Look what she's wearing. And again, see, these three have no problems. A few of them may be overweight, but at the same time, they are respecting their body. Which is basically what the movement original philosophy was. But the media or somebody has warped it for who knows what agenda. Now the question is, who is to blame for this? Now, is it women or the media? You guys are probably all wondering. And I'll give you a few seconds to think about that. Now, we'll give you a little bit more time. Now, who you guys think, who you think's fault it is? You think it's the media? Or if you think it's women, because it affects women more? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, I think that's enough time. So, here's the thing. So, y'all probably thinking it's women, right? Well, here's something that's very surprising. And y'all probably going to be very surprised about this. Calvin Klein decided to get on the bandwagon and post this. Yep. But here's the thing. Women didn't agree with it. Now, apparently this person is a, her name is Chica. She's a 22-year-old. Apparently she is a, I think they call her a rapper. I forgot what kind of rapper they called her. Where is it? They actually, a breakout rapper. So basically she's just starting her rapping career. I've never heard of her. I'm not really into too much rap. I'm more into old school, but that's neither here or there. But this was posted here. And women, you think they'd be supporting this? Nope. Now you got this sister here. And she don't look like she's overweight. But this is what she posted. I'm going to have to give her a round of applause. Because she has a good head on them shoulders. Why do we need morbidly obese to speak the truth about their Calvins? Out of all the black plus size models that exist, you just had to pick the one that looks 5 minutes from diabetes and promoting unhealthy living. Calvin Klein, you should be ashamed. So y'all thought women were pushing this narrative, but in reality, even though it affects them, it's technically not them. But here's the funny thing. Of course, this Chica, whatever her name is. What's her name? Chica? I said her name was? What's her name? Yeah, Chica. Well, she responded. I'm not going to get into that because I'm not going to get into arguments between women. It's not what we do here. But I just found this very interesting. She didn't agree with it either. Now, here's another thing which I found very, very interesting. Now, of course, you guys are probably gonna blame the men about this body positivity movement. Because if it's not the women, then it has to be the men. Because of course, men are walking around with semi-overweight women and whatnot. But that actually has to do with something we call preference. Now, preference can be defined in different ways. So, preference, and this you can actually go on Wikipedia if you don't believe me. Again, everything is documented here. We came with evidence today, guys, because obviously this is a sensitive subject, and I just like bringing evidence to an argument. Not an argument, but this is an educational show today. So, preference is a technical term usually used in relation between alternatives. Now, the case we have here, alternatives being a heavy-set woman, or they call them full-figured, or large woman. There's different terms. Or having a flat back, or having a foldable woman that you could fold like a lawn chair. So these are the alternatives. So basically, it's called a preference. For example, someone prefers A over B, which they would rather choose A than B. Common sense. Preference is central to decision theory because it's relation to our behavior. And cognitive states they are closely related to desires. Desires, guys. Desires are states of mind that are expressed in terms of wanting, wishing, longing, or craving. So some people do desire larger women. Now, I'm not ragging on those people. I'm not policing your salami here. Wherever you want to put your salami, it's on you. You do you. But only do it because of your preference or your desire. Because we all have our own kinks. We all desire different things. Of course, you know what I desire. Konnichiwa. Arigato. I don't even know if that's a word. I think that's actually Japanese. I remember going to a sushi restaurant and they were saying that. But anyway, that's neither here or there. But again, we all have our desires. We all have our preferences. But it is our choice. Us as human beings have choice. Since the beginning of time, either you like tea or coffee, if you like minivans or race cars, if you like large women, or flatbacks that you can fold up like a lawn chair. It's called choice, and it's related to desires. Now let's get into the psychological aspect. We're going psychology here. Where's my psychology part? There we go. In psychology, preferences refers to an individual's attitude toward a set of objects, typically reflected on explicit decision-making process. So, of course, you decide if you're going to like it or dislike it. Now, let's get into desires. Preferences and desires are two closely related notions. They are both connotative states that determine our behavior. The difference between the two are that desires are directed at one object while preferences are concerned to a comparison between two alternatives. Now I'm going to read that again. Desires are directed at one object while preferences concern a comparison between two alternatives. Which one is preferred than the other? So again, whoever you want to smash, if you want a heavy-set woman, or if you want a flatback, an ironing board, whatever you want to call them. The focus on preferences instead of desires is common in this field of decision theory. But anyway, that being said, it's all choice. It's considered to choice. But when somebody or something is trying to skew a different narrative, which actually interferes with your preference or alters your preference, you get something like this. Now, this article was actually from Vice. It was actually from Vice. I think they have, it's Vice TV, but they also have Vice Media. They're actually very reputable. They ended up printing something like this. Now, I'm not going to read it. If you want to read it, you're free to do so. I'm not going to get into it because, honestly, I find it ridiculous. So y'all wondering who actually pushed this altered version of body positivity? It's not women. It's not even men. It is the good old-fashioned media. Now the question is, why are they pushing this agenda? Who knows? Who really knows? But fact of the matter is that the original goal of body positivity, which morphed into body neutrality, ended up in something like this. Yep. And this basically has nothing to do with preference. Now, if you desire or prefer something, you know what you want. But if this is pushed to you enough times, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to become normalized, but not in a good way. Not in the way of acceptance. In the way of making not only people who are not overweight see it as normal, but also people that are overweight seeing it as normal. Now, I'm actually going to play one more video here. And actually, where is it? It actually was right here. Now, Bill Miner, he's actually he's kind of like Stephen Colbert, if you guys know who I'm talking about. But he actually did a segment on this whole body positivity thing and how it kind of went left and changed into body, or actually he calls it fat celebration. So I'm going to play a little bit of this because it actually, he has a certain type of humor, but it really does hit home. So I'm going to play it again. Fair use. Good old fair use. Of course, we're going to have to fair use you, just in case. Expert to copyrighted material may under circumstance be quoted verbatim for the purpose of teaching and yada yada yada. No payment to the copyright holder, and yeah. We all know fair use, but just in case Bill doesn't, good old fair use. So let's get into the video here.
And finally, new rule, everybody should be allowed to let themselves go a couple of times a year. Like now. The dog days of summer, school's out, rules out, it's hot, vacation time. No one should have to diet on vacation. And the holidays. That's the other, okay, I'll let myself go time of year. And who can blame us? It's the end of the year. It's structured around feast days. No one should feel bad about opening up the pants after Thanksgiving dinner and doing that thing where you undo the top button and try to hold it together with just the belt.
Okay, it looks like we can't. I actually tried to go full screen here, so it looks like you can't really see it. So we're going to kind of play from the beginning here. I thought full screen would actually show it on my full screen, but it looks like it didn't. So we're going to play from the beginning. Sorry about that.
Be allowed to let themselves go a couple of times a year. Like now. The dog days of summer, school's out, rules out, it's hot, vacation time. No one should have to diet on vacation. And the holidays. That's the other, okay, I'll let myself go time of year. And who can blame us? It's the end of the year. It's structured around feast days. No one should feel bad about opening up the pants after Thanksgiving dinner and doing that thing where you undo the top button and try to hold it together with just the belt.
Now, of course, he has some humor here. So, but he's gonna get into some really good points. So, let's hear him out.
All fine, but not all year round. And that's what's kind of happened to America, letting ourselves go now as an all year round thing, doing the Thanksgiving pants thing every day.
Now, of course, he's talking about this obscured version of body positivity. And again, the original concept of body positivity and body neutrality was taking care of yourself, doing what's best for your body. Not necessarily about appearance, but about its function. And that's what he's getting into.
They actually sell a business suit now with drawstring pants. I saw this. I swear, I saw this in the mall, and I said to the salesman, this is...
Like I said, y'all fellas are getting smacked today, too. Yep, today we got a level playing ground, so a lot of you men are also taking L's. What the heck is this? Like, seriously? A drawstring? Really? Jeez. Ay, ay, ay. I personally have never seen this. But what in the life of Cheest is this? Can somebody tell me? Has anybody ever seen this before? Who makes this? Not that I want a pair. Nah, I'm just playing. But honestly, I've never seen this before. So this must be a US thing. By the way, shout out to my US viewers. Continuing.
Pathetic. It shows how much we've given up. And he said, no, people love it. Of course they love it. You can have a mongoose for lunch and then give that big presentation. There's a disturbing trend going on in America these days. Rewriting science to fit ideology or just to fit what you want reality to be. We've gone from fat acceptance to fat celebration.
Thank you. Round of applause. Well, they were going to give him a round of applause, but I'm giving him a round of applause. This is exactly what I was talking about. The original concept of body positivity was not this. But somehow it got altered for a different agenda. Yup. Continuing.
That's new. That is new. To view letting yourself go as a point of pride? We used to at least try and be fit and healthy, and society praised those who succeeded. Now the term body positivity is used to mean I'm perfect the way I am because I'm me. It's Orwellian. How often positivity is used to describe what's not healthy. Of course you can get away with anything bad for you when you're young, but let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a fat 90-year-old?
That is actually very true. And one thing they didn't actually post in the study, which actually I found very surprising, is that being overweight or even being obese, it does shorten your lifespan. And ironically, during the COVID pandemic, they did a study, and a lot of the people that were overweight or obese were the ones that basically were subject to passing away. Yup. Most of the people that succumbed to COVID were overweight. Continuing.
Scary, isn't it? Healthy at any weight is an unchallenged lie that people tell themselves so they can go on eating whatever they want, which is fine. I've done many self-destructive things too, but no one pretended there was positivity in smoking. Fat activist Ted Kyle, founder of Conscience Health, says the media and public needs to stop catastrophizing obesity. Okay, A, they're not catastrophizing it, and B, they should be. Because it's a full-blown catastrophe.
Now, the thing is, and I actually wanted to point out something, because, again, he did point out something very interesting. If you look at society today, even when say when you're on your way to work, and again, I like to people watch, I like to observe, and I like to study. Again, I am in human studies. But seriously, so do me a favor. When you're out on your lunch break, or you're on your way home, or you're at the grocery store, look at the people that are around you. Don't you see a lot more overweight people now than before? And the ironic thing as well. Now, I don't want you to stare at them, that way you get punched in the face or something, or get the dirty look, what the heck you staring at me, but just kind of peep over. Do you notice that they all pretty much have the same stomach? Trust me, take a look. And I gotta warn you, once you see it, it cannot be unseen. Yep. Continuing.
Poor diet is the leading cause of mortality in the United States. New York Times. Okay. Of course, we're talking about heart disease and cancer and diabetes, but also, as COVID has taught us, obesity is horrible for the immune system, which is why those numbers were off the charts during the...
Yep. Shout out to me again. See? And look at those numbers. 113% were more likely to be hospitalized. 74% more likely to be admitted to ICU. And 48%, guys, almost 50% were likely to hear them chimes and hear them bells. And guys, you know what? I know I'm trying to bring a little humor into this, but it's no joke. These are very alarming numbers. 48%. And if we looked at the previous video, 40% of Americans are obese or overweight. Something's got to change, guys. I'm telling you, something's got to change. Let it be our eating habits, or let it be the way we see ourselves, the way we see others. Something's got to give, because this is ridiculous. Continuing.
Pandemic. That's a catastrophe. It's literally a national security issue now. Military recruitment is down by the most since the end of the draft because mainly 17 to 24-year-olds are too fat to fight. At some point, acceptance becomes enabling. And if you're in any way participating in this joyful celebration of gluttony that goes on now, you have blood on your hands. Full stop.
Which is actually very, very, very true. Like, I understand some people do have issues with losing weight. And again, with the uncontrollable issues, like we stated earlier, with aging, with pregnancy, and with certain health conditions, sometimes you can't lose weight. I understand that. But at least try. Like, I go to the gym all the time, and I do see overweight people on treadmills. Yes, some people do laugh at them. Some people do shame them. Me personally, I applaud them. Why? Because they're trying. And you know what? Honestly, if you fail from trying, then at least You frickin' tried. Instead of saying, woe is me, oh, it's body positivity, I accept me, and you should also accept me too. Continuing.
You can make believe you're fighting some great social justice battle for a besieged minority, but what you're really doing is enabling addicts, which I thought we decided was bad. It's not just the drawstring business suits. Companies like Nike, Sports Illustrated, Victoria's Secret, companies that are specifically about fitness, nevertheless promote people who are plainly not into fitness. People like Adele face...
By the way, Adele, hello. Hello. It's me. It's Red Pill Canuck calling out to thee. Hello. But actually, you know what? I got distracted by Adele, of course. Hello. Anyway, but he did raise a very good point here. Now, Nike, Sports Illustrated, and Victoria's Secret, these companies, their predominant market is in North America, the Western world. Now, do me a favor, guys. Go onto any international website, like say AliExpress, and look up clothes, or any other non-North American site. You notice how you won't see this sort of thing? Why is this whole obscured version of body positivity, except body, honestly, I call it body excuse. Yeah, you heard me right. Body excuse. How come in North America you see this, but you will not see this anywhere else in the world? What's the difference? They all got social media. We're all connected in the eyes of technology. Why this is on North America sites and not international? Should ask yourself that question.
People like Adele face shame campaigns for losing weight. This is madness. There's a reason the first thing your doctor does is make you step on a scale. Well, it used to be. There's a card now that you can give your doctor, and it says, please don't weigh me unless it's really medically necessary.
What? You can't be serious. Now, I've never seen this here in Canada, so this must be a U.S. thing. But the only scary thing is that y'all in the U.S., your nonsense somehow, in some way, ends up over here. So I hope this is one of the things that does not make it. And actually gets shot at the border. Continuing.
It's always necessary. It's like asking your dentist not to look at your teeth. There's a popular t-shirt that says, I don't owe no man a flat stomach.
What? So, ma'am, what do you owe a man? Health problems? You owe him diabetes? Do you owe him a high medical bill? Like, seriously? Like, bruh, I really don't...
Bruh.
I'm done. I don't know what to say. If this is the way society is going, then I don't know. Let me call Uber for that asteroid. Continuing.
Okay, no one said you did. You do you. But you're not a freedom fighter because you want to keep eating donuts.
Which is true. Very true.
USA Today actually wrote the sentence, "Science hasn't yet figured out how to solve obesity."
Again. The good old media. Yep. So when y'all blaming women, y'all blaming men, y'all blaming each other, these are the individuals that are pushing this warped agenda, which originally was going for good, but ended up like this. Now, we just got a little bit of this video, so we're just going to finish it off here.
And Ted Kyle concurs, saying, "We don't know how to blunt the rise in obesity because we don't know precisely what the factors are that are causing it."
Bruh.
Yeah, I had to press all the buttons for that one because that's just ridiculous.
Yes, what could it be? What? Damn it, this is a hard one. People say to me, "Oh, come on, Bill, people struggle with this." Of course they do. Everything's a struggle. Life's a struggle. But somehow 50 years ago, this country looked entirely different.
Yep, again, what did I tell you? Guys, when you finish this video, and I know this is a really long stream, so shout out to everybody who actually stayed on. And again, this is a very important subject. So I know this video was long, but I felt it had to be, this had to be said. Because I think it's about time somebody actually stood up and made this whole thing make sense. When you finish this stream today, and when you go for lunch or when you go shopping or whatever, look at the way society and the way the public is today compared to, say, 10 years ago. It's definitely different.
It was a struggle for them? You think cake wasn't delicious in 1969? And that's the saddest part. We can do this, I think. But by lying about it and making excuses, psychologically, it's telling ourselves that letting ourselves go is the best we can do. And I gotta believe that as Americans, we can still do better than that.
Yep. Very powerful message. Very powerful. And it's true. It is true. Again, and I can't stress this enough, it's all about respecting your body. And go back to where body positivity and body neutrality, its original message was. The original narrative was to take care of yourself, to better yourself, to respect your body the way it should be respected. Because we only have one body. Why would you put it at risk? Anyway, guys, this was actually a very, very, very long stream, but I just want to thank you all for sticking in there. And yeah, I hope you all learned something. We did hurt quite a bit of feelings today, but you know what? I felt it had to be. This is all tough love, and I believe it had to be said. And again, if this stream is too long for you, shout out to the Quick Hits channel. It's going to be obviously diced up and put there. And it's going to be put in segments. I haven't decided how I'm going to do it yet, but it is what it is. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. And Today's Friday, guys. Make sure you have your bail money if you're all going to be acting the fool. Stay safe out there. If you're going to be smashing some ladies, make sure you have a Jimmy hat cover up. Play safe. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you smash that like button, and to check out our more recent uploads, check here on the top left, and to check out our playlist, check here on the top right. And make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and also check out our Quick Hits channel, which is also located down below, for our more bite-sizable content. I'll see you guys in the next one.